Hello, I'm Will Evans here, and about to do a little workout here in Hollywood. I got my friends Isabel and Serena here. Isabel, the glowing bride-to-be. Serena, the newfound stranger who doesn't know what she's in for, but we're gonna get it anyway. So I'll give you a quick shot of the Hollywood Rec Center here. This is it's kind of a baseball diamond that opens up into a big field. It's already set up with nets, so I started talking to them about rentals and openings. We could talk more about that, but for now, I just survived a bike crash, so I'm alive and happy to be exercising a little bit. So I always like to start with, like, my philosophy is really always going to be like body awareness before any kind of exertion to the max. Like, you really want to know what you're using in every movement, you know? So while we're doing it, I want you to really focus on activating what you're using, and at the same time, you want to like focus on being an athlete. So just to warm up, we're just gonna like be a boxer, like you're going in a ring, and you can kind of like feel like a beat if you're in like a little music song. You just kind of bounce on it, but you just want to stay on the toes. So you don't ever let your heels hit. You know, you're just shaking everything out. Now, really let the arms start to swing. You could slow the feet down. Let the arms just roll a few times. But when you get to the back, really feel the furthest point your shoulders are going to go. So slow it down. And let that wing really feel it. And then the other way. So feel the tension in the shoulder. And then back to bounce out. So if you really, every time you land, you want to feel like your shoulders, everything is just melting away. Even though you're building energy, you're also turning off other parts, you know? So you want to be able to relax whatever's not working, but also fire very sharply on what is. All right, now a few slow-mo. We're gonna do a couple slow-mo salutations, straight out of yoga. So when you go up, you're rocking back to your heels and reaching as high up as you can, and then interlacing your hands. Step back a bit. Interlace your hands so you can really open up and roll your shoulders back to the back, and then bend to the right with an exhale. Inhale to the top, exhale to the left. Inhale to the top. Now we're going to swan dive slowly. Long straight spine all the way down. Now we're going to hold a couple breaths here. I want you to really feel like as you're bending, you're letting your weight fall towards your toes. So it's like you're almost going to fall on your face, but you really, on every exhale, you push your weight forward. You could use the ground there if you can get there. And then on one inhale, you come up to a flat back. Inhale right up to a flat back. You could support on your shins. You're trying to push your head as far forward towards the camera as you can. And then back down and step back into a plank. Now from here, on a nice 4 count, we'll go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top of the feet go down. Up into an upward dog. Now take an extra breath here, just to really pull the shoulders back and open the heart to the sky. Now use your core first to start going into the downward dog. You pull your belly button in. So you're nice and controlled. You pull it right back into downward dog. Couple breaths here. Try to push your heels further back and your hip bones higher in the air with every breath. And we'll either step or jump to the feet. Back up to a halfway lift. And all the way down. And swan dive up, starting with your head, strong legs. And all the way up and back down. Alright, so now that we've kind of warmed that up a bit, let's do a couple more active warm-ups. We're still warming up, but we're going to start working the muscles a little differently. So you got two options here. Option one, you grab the quad. You try to stand up tall with your hips facing forward and touch this leg and come back up. And so you're stretching the quad and the hamstring on opposite legs. And then step back into a lunge and open one side to the sky, pushing on that bottom hand, and then the other side. And then when we come back up, we're trying to step up without the other foot ever touching. So then we go right back into that on the same leg. And if you don't want to add the quad stretch, you can replace that with just standing splits. So if you want to just have one leg work like this, you're trying to fire that heel to the sky as you push your head to the ground. And then in that same way, back into the lunge to twist in each opening. Alright, so let's do a couple on each side. I'll start with the modified version. If you guys feel like pushing it, go for it. But I'm on my right leg here, so we really want to focus on core tight throughout the whole movement, or else that's where you start to wobble, if you really get your base from here. So if you want to go down to a standing split, push up with that heel in the back, straight up, like you're trying to kick with your heel straight to the sky, and then stand right back up and float back into a lunge. And now we open towards the knee. Take one extra breath. And we open away from the knee. So you really want to focus on driving that back leg up. And now that you got your hands back in this position, you're going to try to step up without touching your back foot to the ground. So you want to go up and just hold it right back here. Now let's do one more on that side. Standing splits. Push that leg up as high as you can. Float back. Open up. Oh. And step it up. Got ambulances coming. Somebody must have seen my bike crash, but I made it all out all right, guys. Now let's get one more on the other side just to balance that out. So whichever leg you weren't using, just get that one woken up too. So we'll dive into it. Push that back heel up in the sky. Step back, float it into a lunge, opening towards the knee, keeping the hips parallel to each other as much as you can, and then opening the other way. And back. Now hands around the foot, step up, and hold your balance. Alright, feel warm?
Yeah.
Cool. Now we got... So now we're really going to fire up the lower body, and then we'll fire up the upper body. So first, we're going to do some back and forth frog jumps. So, once we get going, we'll go this way, so you guys can go like one here and one here, instead of front and back. So it's going to be like this. One forward and one backward. You want to have your feet, heels slightly wider than hip width apart. And and then you're gonna land just like we're landing soft as a boxer. We're gonna keep that mindset. So you're squatting here and very controlled. We're not going sporadic. It's gonna be forward, touch, backward, touch. Okay, so let's speed it up a little bit. Forward. So you want to keep your chest nice and tall. You don't want to get bent over like this, and then you're not working the right muscles. You get up tall like you're in a squat. We're going forward, back, forward, back. Now we're going to do 2 forward, 2 back. So if you want to hop in right here, you could, if you want to get on like a straight line, you guys could all be even with me. So 2 forward, 2 back. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now mix it up. Keep going. Here we go. On your call now. Your call. You just go forward and back as much as you can. Let's go. 10 seconds. Push it. Get deep. Get deep. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! There we go. Now let's get back in our triangle. And so we're on our knees. This is going to be, call this a tied push-up. So just like when you're in yoga, we're not doing a regular push-up where your arms are wide like a bench press. Whenever you can, you create more core activation when you have a chaturanga style push-up. So you want to have your index fingers, it should both be parallel going forward, and then you take this hand and touch your middle finger right on your left index finger and hold a line across, just like that. And then look where your elbow is and put your other index finger right there. So right where your elbow is, you put your index finger right there. That's your width. And keep your hands really should be driving all your fingers into the ground when you're doing push-ups, to activate the whole arm. So now when we do these, I want you on your knees because I want to go for reps and I want it to be real pretty. So what we're doing is the tied push-up. You go halfway down, all the way up. All the way down, halfway up, all the way down, all the way up. Okay? So join in when you got the message here. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now all the way down. 1 and 2, halfway up, 3, 4. All the way down. 1, 2, all the way up. All right, now keep going on that. One thing, let's try to get, you want to have your elbows hug your body. So instead of having them go out like that, you want to try to make them go right back. And your elbows should hug right next to your back, like that. So move your hands back if you have to, but you want your elbows to really hug the side of your body, right? Just like that, as you're going down. So instead of having those elbows go out, all right, so let's do a couple more here. Halfway down, and back up. All the way down, halfway up. All the way down, all the way up. So the tide's going halfway in, and it's back. Now it's all the way in, now it's halfway back, all the way down, and all the way up. All right. Now we got the little bit of a sweat going for me, but I sweat profusely in all occasions, so that is not a surprise. All right, what are we working with? All right. So now we've gotten a lot of nice slow moves here, where we have really gotten everything activated. Now this is part of the more athletic part, so where this is like a little more power involved. So I got 2 options for you to try. You can go in between the 2. We're either doing a squat, knee tuck, or just a tuck. And so the squat knee tuck, you want your feet just right under your hips, and you put the weight back in your heels, and then jump and touch your knees and come right back down. Or, if you don't like that, all you can do is like you're going up for a rebound in basketball. You have one foot in front of the other, you step the other one in, and jump and touch your knees. And then you really want to focus on the landing too. So after you come off the ground, that's when your body's vulnerable. You gotta like use that same ball of your foot that you stay on as a boxer. That's what you want to land on when you come back down, like your cat that just fell off a building and walks right away. So right now we're gonna do just 10 to 15 on our pace here. So each one's gonna be real deliberate. We're not firing them out 1, 2, 3, 4, but each one I want you to get as high as you can. So I'm gonna start my first one, a couple in squats, and then you guys can go step ups the same way. All right, here we go. Ready? Down, up, land, down, up, land, down, fire, down, fire. So you catch yourself there. Now I'll do the other version with you. Here we go. A few more. Get up. And so you're focusing on two things. How high can you get your head off the ground, and how high can you get your knees up to your hands? You're firing two different systems at once. Ready? And up. And up. And up. And up. And challenge round. Oh, who's ready? Who's ready? Stay on the toe. Hey, stop! Oh, stop! Oh, baby! There we go. All right. Wheels running. My wheels running. Yeah, grab a sip. Grab a sip. So what time we're at here? 17 minutes. Alright. Just get a couple more in here and cool down. Alright. Second workout of the day gets you. Always does. Alright. So, here we go. This is going to be two different openers. So, we're first going from a plank, we drop the ankles together. Drop the ankles together, open up one side, come down, twist the other side, and open. Now here's the hard part. We do two open twists like that, and then we step up one leg, go straight into a half moon, open here, bring that hand down, and then reverse moon. Bring that hand down. Come back, step it back, two more regular openers, and then we switch which leg we're doing. Right into a half moon, switch it to a regular moon, or a reverse twisting moon, rather. Alright. Let's see. And while you're doing your twists in the beginning, you want to keep your hips high as you can throughout the whole move. Or as soon as you start the twist, your hips are going to want to naturally drop. But here you go. So you roll the ankles and open up to one side. There you go. Really let the heart shine up. Come down. Now open the other way. Core strong, legs straight. You got to keep your legs nice and strong throughout the movement. Back down. Now step one leg up between your hands. Now try to step right into a half moon. So you're putting your right fingers down and your left hand as high as you can. There you go. Now control it back to both hands and open the opposite direction. There you go, real slow and controlled. Now step it back and into a plank. Right foot comes back. Now we open both ways. There you go, really hold it up, get a good inhale while you're up there. That's where the action happens. When you take that inhale and move a little more on that exhale, that's where you get a little more space in the body. You start to get those changes. Now step the opposite leg up, whichever one you didn't do last time. Now straight into a half moon. Try to weight right in all three corners of the foot. You got it. Adjust yourself. There you are. You got it. That's good. All right, now switch hands. Switch hands. Try to open reverse. Really focus trying to straighten that leg. There it is. Nice. All right, now step back. And let's just get two more openers while I check out one more next move. All right, stand back to stand. All right, now we're going to do one more power move and then one more dynamic stretch, and we'll call it a quick little workout, all right? All right, so here's our power move. This one straight out of martial arts. So a little fun to get your kick on. So you got a couple options in this one, but it's really all about either how high you can get off the ground or how high you can knee, or how powerful you can knee someone. So this one's all about that explosive movement. Some of our others have been nice and controlled and slow. This is where you let out the beast. You gotta, this is our most complex move. If you want to challenge yourself, back leg gets this leg off the ground, that leg kicks. So you fire off the ground like this, you kick with the front leg. And so with that, you fire off, kick, and land on the back leg. And then so with that, you'll turn opposite every time. You either kick and then switch, kick and then switch, or if you want to try that and you start to don't like it, it's like you got this nasty guy in this alley and your mace just fell away, so you got to knock him out with one knee. And you're going to knee him so hard that your whole body gets off the ground. So when you knee him, it's like, okay? So you're kneeing so hard that your body gets off the ground. But it's not like you're trying to get as high as you can. It's just you feel that transfer of energy come. So you're trying to, as fast as you can, bring that knee up to your hand. So let's try for a few. You can try both styles if you want. First, let's try the easier one. So we're grabbing the hood, bring it back. Now switch sides. Stay on the three. Switch sides. 1 and 2 and 3. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. All right, now try a couple kicks if you got them. If you don't like that, just go with a regular kick. Just 1, step it back. 2, either way. So you got to modify for what works. All right. So left leg gets you off the ground. Kick with the right foot. Let's try it. Here we go. And switch. So now the right leg gets you off. And switch. And switch. and switch. Nice. Really get off the ground here. And now going into back kicks. Same move, same position. You're going forward, kicking back, up, switch. Ready? Lean forward, kick with the left, up, switch, forward, kick, back, switch, forward, kick, back, switch, forward, kick, back, switch, switch, kick, back, switch, switch, kick. One more. Forward, kick, back, switch. Woo! Nice, guys. All right, here we go. Now we're just gonna cool down, real cool down. One of my favorite stretches in the world while we're still a little warm, because it's a little dynamic. So, this is the saw. It's a Pilates move here. So we're gonna start on our back. You actually don't want to flex these, I'm giving a weird view there. You don't want to flex your feet. Like a lot of moves, you want to activate your feet. This one, you're actually letting them kind of just lay there limp. So hands go straight overhead. Take a deep inhale. Now on the exhale, you come up, and as you hollow out your belly, you take your right hand like a saw to your left ankle, and you try to look back at your left hand. So you're reaching for that left foot, looking back to that left hand. Now you inhale back up, and exhale back to a laying position. Now inhale here, exhale up, and all the way through, hollowing out, looking back to your right hand. Inhale up. So we're switching hands each time if you haven't noticed. Inhale. Exhale. So you're really reaching forward but also back at the same time. Getting the hamstring, the back, and inhale up. And exhale back. Now inhale. Exhale, left hand to right foot. And look back. Exhale, inhale up. Now bring your legs in and just roll like a ball a little bit. You want to tuck your chin towards your chest when you go back so that your spine stays nice and long. Just kind of relax the whole way up to your neck if you can. Oh. And now I'll do one more stretch because it's my least favorite. And I can finally actually get somewhere near it. So let's see what we got here. It's Happy Cow, I believe this is called. You got both shins are going to be stacked right on top of each other. So this one, you are flexing your feet to protect your knees. So your toes are pointing toward your knees, and your shins are activated. And so you got, let's first left one's down. You got your left shin right on the ground, parallel with your body. Stack the right heel on your left knee, and you're trying to push the left knee to the ground, and you're trying to put the right knee toward your left heel. Okay, so it's basically like Indian cross without the legs being crossed. You got the heel stacked right on top. So try to really get them parallel. Push your right foot forward a little bit, like here. So just like that. Yeah. So, right up here. And if it's so, you really want to have your toes pointing forward, and then if it's comfortable for you to get like that, then lay forward as far as you can, right on top of them. Oh, my hips are like 85. And switch it up. Right hip down, left knee. Oh. Alright, so you guys feel like you accomplished something in a few minutes there?
Yeah, definitely. So much better.
Alright, thanks again. We got Serena and Isabel here. And I'm Will Evans again, so thanks again for whoever had the chance to see this. I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good one. Oh. Hip City! Oh!